Today was kind of a rainy, cold day, so we did not want to go work out of the house. But we were actually pretty productive today. We decided to try to figure out a couple things.
Yeah, we had a fire out at the house. We had a campfire at the house, and the wood we had was just kind of wood laying around. It was all real smoky and wet. So it's like, yeah, we probably need to get some good firewood. So we stopped at the ranger station down on the main street, and we found out about a firewood
Permit. Firewood, we kind of got a little guide here that tells you what to do.
Yeah.
We got a permit.
We have our permit, good for till the end of the year, $20, and we can get cut up to 5 cords of wood, and a cord of wood is like a truckload of wood stacked just like way over the bed, so it's way a lot of firewood. And
Yeah, like more wood than we'll use in a year.
Yeah.
So for $20.
So we could just go into the national forest. They have certain places where they have crews out there that are like cutting wood for clearing trails or whatever. So they'll tell you where they're at, and you can go get cut firewood, or else you just go in there yourself and cut it up yourself. So for $20, that's pretty darn good. If you go to, where were we at? I looked at the city market. They had two bundles of wood about this big for $12. So you buy 3 or 4 of those, and you can either buy 4 bundles of that or a year supply of it, like 5 truckloads full. So it's pretty easy.
Yeah. And so while we were in there, well, the other day we'd been up to Turkey Springs. Turkey Springs, is that right?
Turkey Creek?
Turkey Creek.
Something like that.
Anyway, the trail that's right by our house, we'd gone up to the trailhead, and there was a sign about permits for transplants. And so, like, we knew you could get a permit to cut a Christmas tree, but we didn't know you could get a permit to dig up a tree.
Yeah.
So while we were getting the firewood permit, we asked about the transplant permit, and that is super fascinating. So we got some information on that. We didn't actually get our permit today, but it's $5 for an aspen tree or a white fir tree, and it's $10 for any other conifer. And it's a $20 minimum. And it sounded like you have to kind of know what trees you want when you get your permit. Is that kind of what you understood?
Yeah, you go and you say, I need a permit to cut so many trees. And then they give you the little tags that you put on the tree. And then you go and you cut. The tree has to be, no more than 10 feet tall.
Yeah, and no more than 3 inches in diameter at like chest high.
Yeah, chest high. So it's a pretty good sized tree, really. But you have to dig it up yourself with a shovel. You can't, no equipment is allowed, can't go in there with a backhoe. So but that's a pretty good deal, because we were looking at some trees like blue spruces at some local nurseries and all, and they were like, for a 10-foot tree is like $300 or something.
Yeah, or 600.
Yeah,
I mean, there were
crazy.
some really pricey trees. So this is a good option for us since we only have 1 tree right now. One tree.
Yeah. So we're gonna we need some more. We need some friends.
Yeah. So then that was super cool. The ranger was really helpful. Told us all kinds of stuff. Showed us the maps where to go. Then we went to the conservation district office.
Yeah. Kind of down Piedra Road.
Yeah. And we talked to Cynthia there, and somebody had told us that there was somewhere on Piedra where you could get wildflower seeds. And so that was the only place we could figure. And sure enough, that was it. So she gave us a lot of information about wildflowers and grasses. We actually bought some.
We got a bag. This is a bag of wildflower seeds. It's what do they call it? Do you remember?
Oh, it's just kind of like a local mix.
Yeah, they're kind of a wildflower, San Juan wildflower mix. It's got like 10 or 12 different kinds of flowers in it. This is a half a pound, which should cover, depends on how maybe a quarter acre or something. I don't know. Does that sound right? Maybe I got that wrong.
Not a very big
Not
area,
very big.
but we were thinking about just doing it on the roof of the barn or kind of right on the roadside of the house, just to try it and
I think a pound was a quarter acre.
Oh yeah.
This
maybe
is a
this
half a
is
pound, so this will be a pretty small area. But it's got, if you look at it, I'll read the things. Purple clover, some kind of Penston, you know?
I don't know my
Penston,
glasses.
okay, blue flax, which we're excited about blue flax because it's a little blue flower, and that's the same thing that flax seeds come from. So we think if we can get some of those flowers going, we'll go get our own flax seeds off the roof. Mexican hat, black-eyed Susan. We've heard of that, yeah. The black-eyed Susan. I can't read the rest of them. Primrose, some primroses, a bunch of different.
Kind of like she had pictures of them there, and like all different colors. And she said some years will be good years for one, and maybe the next year is good for a different one. But it's kind of exciting to try. She said it's really best to plant them in the fall, right before the first snow. But obviously, we're already in spring, so we're gonna try them. We also got some grass seed. She had a couple different kinds of grass. We got the native grass mixture because with our driveway being redone, we have this big blank hill now that is not as steep as it was. So we're gonna try to plant this.
Slender wheatgrass, it's mountain brome grass, western wheatgrass, thick pike wheatgrass, grama grass, or grama. Yeah, blue grama. And something else. There's a stitch going through the next one. You can't see it. But lots of different grasses, and actually this is basically a native grass mix. So this will probably do really well. Probably and should take because it's native. Sometimes your plants that are more native will do better. So we're happy about that. And we got to put that down, and hopefully it'll take. We got to on the hill. We're gonna have to put some kind of something to hold it in. I think we have some netting there.
She suggested straw, but we think we have some kind of
landscape fabric or something.
Some sort on the roof that have been there a while, but we thought we might try those.
Yeah, give it a shot.
We also researched a little bit. We're going to build some raised beds in the courtyard. So yesterday we were out there and our plan was to put down the drainage mats, those big ugly mats that we have in the barn, put those down like as a weed barrier. And so we actually drug one of them. Well, we carried it. We didn't drug it. It wasn't as heavy as we thought. But we put one down, and it's going to be great. Yeah. We'll show you all that when we get that
felt on one side, and the plastic on one side's kind of failed, but the felt looks really good. I think it'll work, and we have it. So you got to do something with them, either that or throw it in the dumpster. So
we worked on leveling the courtyard. Tom almost died from a hoe-inflicted injury to his collarbone.
I don't know if you can see it.
It was so
somehow I stepped on the hoe and it went bam.
And it sounded like the loudest baseball you've ever heard hit.
It was bad.
It was so loud on his bone. I just knew he was broken, but he's not. So he's been eating his Wheaties his whole life, I guess, or his calcium or something. Yeah. So we have that project coming up.
We'll show you more about that when we're out there doing it. It was a rain out day today, so we kind of took the day off.
Yeah, it's just
we'll get there.
It was yucky today, so we did make some progress.
Yeah, progress.
Even on a cold, rainy day.
Pretty good, yeah. We're really excited about it. We got grass seed, we got wildflower seed, we got a permit now to get our own firewood, and
we're gonna go scope out some trees.
Oh yeah, we go find some trees and take them up and bring them back and plant them. And I think the other thing, we already knew about the Christmas time. You can get a Christmas tree. Jana mentioned. I think it's $8.
I think it's $8.
You go and pick out your own Christmas tree, cut it down, and bring it to your house for $8. And we're actually thinking, well, we could do that, but that you're cutting down a live tree, or you could we just go get one of these trees and
one of these that we have a different permit for and dig it up and keep it alive.
Yeah.
And plant it after Christmas. So
we'll see.
It's crazy. We've paid a lot of money for a Christmas tree in Texas before.
Yeah.
Like $400 maybe.
Yeah,
so
$400.
This is exciting to think we could actually get a live tree and keep it alive maybe.
Yeah. Or get a really nice, tree that we cut for $8. So that's, of course, you got to cut it and bring it, carry it over yourself and everything. But shit, kind of exciting.
Yeah. Over the river and through the woods, right?
Yeah, that's right. And
Yeah.
the day after Thanksgiving.
Yes.
It's a tradition.
Maybe our new tradition will be to go get it ourselves.
Yeah.
So the joys of living in Colorado.
Choose joy.